All right, Doc Rivers got fired from the Clippers job. Don't worry about Doc Rivers. He is going to land on his feet. At the end of the day, this was a beautifully planned chess move by Steve Ballmer and company. It had to be Doc Rivers, and it wasn't because he blew a 3-1 lead before with the Clippers or they never made a conference finals. Had nothing to do with that. You know, Doc was a GM of the Clippers, but relieved of his duty as his GM and coach and just became strictly the coach. So he was already on his way out if he didn't produce with the nucleus that he had. You know, he blew the 3-1 lead with the Clippers against the Houston Rockets with James Harden was on the bench for one of those games. Doc was already on his way out. But the thing that you have to understand about this, Doc Rivers had to be the sacrificial lamb for the Clippers. Because if they came back with Doc Rivers as the head coach, that means they'll have to get rid of Paul George and get rid of some other players and basically blow up the team. So that would kill the Clippers' run in terms of building a new arena in Inglewood. That would kill the faith of Clippers Nation in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Because if they got rid of Paul George, they'll be like, well, not only it wasn't Doc's fault, Steve Ballmer and all those other GM guys, they don't know what they're doing. Then that'll kill your confidence in Kawhi Leonard. It will make you remember that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and, you know, Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, they blew a 3-1 lead. So they had to get rid of Doc Rivers. To get rid of Doc Rivers, you get to keep your core intact. You get to keep Paul George, keep Kawhi Leonard, keep all those guys. You know, if you want to trade, sure, but you're not going to blow up the whole nucleus. Now Clipper Nation still has something to believe in. They still get to move to the arena in Inglewood, which is huge, because now you get out of the Staples Center. You don't admit that you were wrong about the players. That's the one thing that you got to understand about the league. The league is all about the players. If you continue to push players are inferior product or they're not up to par, that kills your ticket sales, that kills your season ticket holders' belief in your team, and they're not going to come see you. Hence, all your money goes down the drain. This was just a chess move. Doc, it had to be Doc. I'm pretty sure they compensated him very well. You hold some blame, but it really was the players. Because you got to remember this. They were up 3-1. The same shots that they were making up 3-1 are the same shots they missed when they blew the 3-1 lead. You run the tape, run all the games. They got all the same actions. Players like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard all of a sudden started getting cold. They would have leads and they would blow leads. Lou Williams was a shell of himself after leaving the bubble and come back in it. You can't put that on Doc Rivers. What you going to say? Well, he should have rallied the guys more. He should have rallied the troops. He should have stopped giving preferential treatment. All that shit was fine when you were up 3-1. So he was doing something right. So what it boils down to, it's not just coaching, because the Denver Nuggets didn't do anything different. They just started hustling harder and playing a tighter defense. And guess what? But everything Denver did, the Clippers still got the same shots. Wide open threes, missing a bunch of them, point blank layups, Lou Williams rimming out. So this had to be done. It had to be Doc. And it's not a big deal to me because I know it's just a business move. You can't bring back Doc because you got to blow up the team. You see what I'm saying? Doc is not bigger than the team and the players and the stars and the revenue. Come on now. So it was just an easy decision to make. Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.